Hello, today's video is going to be about parallel lines cut by a transversal, but with algebra. So for example, number 1, these two angles, this one and this one, are corresponding angles. That's the first thing that our question asks for. Then it asks us to find what x equals. If they're corresponding, that means they are congruent, and congruent means they're equal to each other. So we can assume that 5x minus 2 equals 58, which means 5x equals 60 and x equals 12. And that's it for number 1. If we skip down to number 4, the angles that are chosen are consecutive interior angles. Consecutive interior. That means that they are going to be supplementary, which means that 9x plus 2 plus 133 has to equal 180 degrees. So 9x plus 135 equals 180. 9x equals 45, and x will equal 5. So that's it for number 4. Now, if I remember correctly, after about number 9 on your paper, you don't have to list the types of angles anymore, and that's because there's more than just 2 angles. So we don't even know which ones you're talking about. But what we're going to look at here are solving for x and y. And you're pretty much always going to start with x, or at least start with the one that you have 2 equations for. So we have this one is equal to x, or this one has an x in it, and this one has an x in it. Those 2 angles are alternate exterior angles. That means that they're going to be congruent, so we can set them equal to each other. 15x minus 26 equals 12x plus 1. So this is going to give us 3x equals 27 and x equals 9. So that's part of our answer. Now, when we know what x equals, I like to go ahead and replace these expressions with actual numbers. So 12x plus 1 is going to be 109 degrees if we plug 9 in for x. And this one has to be the same. Now, there may be multiple ways to look at this, but to find y, I notice that this angle that has y in it is an alternate interior angle to this angle, which means those angles have to be congruent. And we can find this angle by taking 180 minus 109 minus 28, because these 3 angles together make a straight line, or 180 degrees. And that's going to give us that this angle is 43 degrees. So then if we want to solve for y, we can say 4y minus 9 equals 43. So 4y equals 52, and y is going to equal 13. And we have now answered our question. That is all I'm going to go through with you today, because I believe that you've got this under control. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you have a great day.